Redneck Network. We're your hosts, Dargoth the Gamer Redneck, and Scott.
Yep.
We are Gamer Xtremist.
Kind of.
Sort of. Anyways, today's topic is what makes a good RPG video game. Now, we're not talking about just JRPGs. We're talking about RPGs altogether. Things we're going to cover are 5 little simple basic elements of RPGs that we feel like what makes a really good RPG. First is going to be an introduction to the world, our intro. Second thing we're going to be is characters. Third, gameplay. Fourth, what did we decide the fourth was? Crap, I don't forgot.
Replay value.
Replay value. And then we're going to do the final, which I think we're going to be probably the longest part of the video, is story mode. The story. And and then, as you know, that me and Scott have done a couple videos together. We used to do the Ash show, but that show is no longer
Canon.
So we are redoing the show altogether. This is the Gamer Xtremist show, and so we want to try to do this video here for y'all. Well, we got 2 different views. I'm from the Atari generation, and old Sky here, he's an NES guy. I think he's a fanboy sometimes, but you know, anyways, I still love
Of what? A fanboy of what?
Nintendo! I just joking.
Oh, a fanboy of Nintendo? Oh.
Anyway.
End the video now. Fuck this shit.
No, he ain't no fanboy. Anyways, we're gonna do the intro of the world. To me, when a RPG begins and it starts the video, you know, when you start hit the start button and it actually tells you a little bit about what's going on in the world. One thing that really captured me, and which I think is really what part of it makes a good RPG, is if it gives me a kind of a mystery. Questions that pops in my head, how did this happen, when did it happen, stuff like that, questions like that enter in my head when I first see a intro to a video, to an RPG, to the world that I'm about to play in. So I really wanted, when I see an intro like that, that's what I'm looking for, and I think that's what makes me think a good RPG should have is a really good intro to introduce me to the world that I'm going to spend 20 plus some hours playing. And if it captures me right there at the beginning, it's going to make me compel a little bit longer to play the game a little bit longer to see if my questions, my answer, if the questions that come in my head are answered throughout the story. Now, some of them don't, and they use like a prologue, and so you play that prologue, and then you go, oh, okay, this is what. Some of them do capture me that way. There's not very few that do. Some of them do really good jobs in the prologue. Some of them don't. The ones that really do good, they do a good job at still trying to get that mystery for me. To make those questions pop in my head, so I can learn more about the story, about the world I'm in. I really think that's really what makes a good RPG to me. What about you, Scott?
Well, hang on. Let me take myself on this thing. Can I turn it?
I think so.
Ah, I can turn it. You're looking at, well, you can't see my eyes in that. My ass too far out. But here's looking at you, kiddies. Should I call you kiddies? It's kind of weird because I move my head to the left, it's moving to the right.
I'm playing with the camera.
So, personally, introduction really don't mean that much to me because a lot of RPGs that I've played really don't have really good introductions to them. Sadly to say, because in most RPGs, they're not going to captivate you like right at the beginning. At least not the ones that I've played. Anyway, I mean, for instance, you know, as an example, I don't think the Dargarth here would know because I don't think they were playing Final Fantasy IX, but Final Fantasy IX, originally the story is not, I guess, captivating starting out, but as you play more into it, the story is awesome. It's great. It really captivates you and wants you to continue playing the game. They just say it's a pretty long game. It's like over 4 discs long. But you can probably fit all that on Blu-ray now. But like as an example, Final Fantasy IX. Use that as an example. That's the only game right now that's coming to my head. You are part of a spoilers, but if you haven't played 9 yet, then unless you're not him. But anyway, what's wrong with you? Like 9, you're starting off like you're in a band of thieves or whatever, going to steal a princess. What's so captivating about that? Nothing. Not in my mind, anyway. And then after that, the whole thing just blows up in everybody's faces, and stuff like. And then with stuff that people talk about during part of the game, especially like in the first 3 hours, you're getting a little hint that something is not right. I mean, but by that time, you got to give the game at least 3 hours of your time to even start to figure that out. So, I mean, I can see how introductions to the story and it gets you pumped up and ready to play it. That could be a major thing. But most of the good RPGs that I've played, at least, don't have that. You have to literally stick through it for at least a little while to even get to the meat of the story. It's the same thing like with Final Fantasy VII. You're going to blow up a building at the beginning. So, I mean, it's not really that captivating, but the story was great. I keep using Final Fantasy as an example. That's the only thing I can think of right now. Back when I was younger, I mean,
I mean, not just young, but you think about the RPGs of the day now, most of them do have an intro to the game. I'll just name a few of them, and one of them that you play a lot of. Hyperdimension Neptunia has an intro to it. Omega Quintet has it. Yes, it does. read it right through it. It says game industry, blah 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 blah. That's an intro.
I know.
Okay. Omega Quintet, the recent game we just both of us have played. It explained to you what a player was. Okay.
Gives you background on what's going on.
Yeah. Now there's a few of them out there that don't. Persona 3, Persona 4 Gold. They really don't give you an intro to those games, but they're really good RPGs.
But they give you background while you're playing.
And those are really great RPGs, but not really. I'm not saying they're not good, but they're great. You see, there's a difference between a great RPG and a good RPG. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Hyperdimension Neptunia is good.
Hey, stepping on boundaries here.
It's a good RPG. It is a good RPG. I don't think it's a great RPG. I think it's a good RPG. You know what I'm saying? It's not, something like,
Persona levels?
Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's in the Persona levels.
But if you can say Mass Effect levels, I'm going to slap you right here on camera. Because Mass Effect, to me, is like close to the bottom rung now because
you're still mad at Mass Effect 3. But Mass Effect is a good RPG game. The first one was good, the second one was freaking awesome, and of course the third one was just good.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It's still good. It's just not your happy ending. Anyway, but the RPGs that are going out today, intros are starting to become a trend in the videos, in their video games, and it's something that I look forward to. And I think I hope a lot of other people are looking into that too, as far as being introduced to the world that you're about to play.
Well, speaking of Mass Effect, why don't we just move on to the character category? I think that's going to be probably the most important thing. I think, right?
Yeah, characters. We'll move into the character part. Now, to me, I like characters that I can connect with. It don't have to be all the characters. It just got to be at least one character out of the group that I can get into. And for some examples, like Mass Effect, there's a lot of characters I really like.
I'm Garrus Vakarian.
I love Garrus. I like Garrus.
Who doesn't love Garrus?
I think Garrus is an awesome character.
He's a badass.
I was more prone to liking Rex and Grunt more than I liked any of the other characters in there. Now, I
am Krogan!
I like Kasumi. I thought Kasumi was a really good character. I wish you could have done a romantic relationship with her. That would have been my one thing that I would like to have done, but I mean, as far as like Conception 2, Tori was that one character that I really felt connected to. Now I like all chicks, so I kind of like that kind of
gothic
type characters. So
go ahead, throw Arya in there.
And Arya from Omega Quintet. I mean, like, I played the Japanese demo, and like the first time I heard her talk, the first time I actually started playing the Japanese demo, I like, that's the character. Already, bam, that's the character I want to play with. And as soon as I got the game, I actually heard her voice in English, and I was like, yeah, I was right. That's the character I want.
I remember you throwing a fit, saying, "Where am I gonna get my Arya, man?"
Yeah, I was really upset because, like, I'm thinking, there's only like 9 episodes of this game. When am I going to get all the characters? So it really did. It really, like, I was really concerned when I was going to get these characters and get to explore their accent and their
accents,
but their personalities and
accents.
And then I don't know why I said accents, but anyway, I got one, I guess. Anyway, so when I got to play with Arya, I already, like, bam! It was like an instant, I got a connection to this character already, man. And so when it hits you like that, I think that really makes an RPG really, really good. I think that makes, when you can find that character that you can connect with, it really makes a good RPG.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, I guess it's your turn now. Oh, God.
What do I have to say? Dang, come. Whoop. I'm gonna get this right one time at some point. I keep turning it the wrong way. I'm still playing with the camera. I said I'm trying to figure this out yet. Hey, Weird Al's coming on the 22nd. What's today?
22nd?
Yeah. Oh, today's the 17th May. Okay, never mind. Okay, where were we? Characters to me, as long as I got so many characters that I actually do like. I got several characters that I hate. Some of the characters that he actually likes, I just don't like. Of course, he knows that.
but I feel like as long as the characters mix well with the story, I think that's really important too. Because characters and story kind of go hand in hand with each other in a way. Because why would you want to have somebody like, use it as an example, why would you want to have somebody like, I don't know, Ashley Williams from Mass Effect be the damn hero? She wouldn't fit the bill. No, but again, let's be honest, Garrus would have beat the damn Reapers. Okay, let's go ahead and just put that out there. But anyway, that's still a sore subject for me. But I feel like that characters overall, as long as I'm with him though, as long as they have a personality or a trait that I actually can either identify with or get behind, or I can get behind that and support that character. So I've played a lot of RPGs where I'm just like a big quintet. There really wasn't one character I really could identify with, and that's the closest one I could probably was Nene. And I think it's because she reminded me of Plutia a little bit. But that's the only one I could find myself, because Toha was annoying. Arya was okay, but I just couldn't get myself behind her. Like, God, that sounded so wrong. But I couldn't support her in the way that Andrew Dargarth, whatever I call you nowadays, could get behind him. I don't know. Kind of Deco kind of reminded me of a Chie type, almost. But I still couldn't get behind that because it just reminded me of Chie. I think that's the bad thing, is that if you play too many RPGs, you start comparing characters to another RPG that you like, and other characters that you like, just like me comparing Deco to Chie, and me comparing Nene to Plutia. It's hard, especially if you play so many RPGs, to actually identify him with
I didn't really think Canna was more. I thought Canna was more like a swimmer girl in Danganronpa more than I did about Chie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. She seemed like more like what that's. I can't think of her name. We don't have to mention it with her name.
Yeah.
I know it started with an A, but I thought she seemed more like swimmer girl from Danganronpa than Danganronpa first one.
I mean, it's almost in any game, basically. If it's a story-driven game, any game, I feel like you need to have at least not just one, but like maybe 2 or 3 strong characters to keep it going. I feel like, and I do feel like that. I know we're recently making a quintet because that's like the most recent thing that we've actually played RPG-wise, anyway. That we've actually played. Even though I couldn't get behind most, if not all, the characters, I do feel like there were a few that like Arya, and I go and say Toha, and I even feel like a couple of other ones were at least strong enough character-wise to continue the story and make it interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's to me, that's good enough. I mean, it's like, God, I'm gonna piss off so many people when I say this, but it's kind of like, I'm using Neptunia as an example because that's mainly what I'm known for on YouTube nowadays. Kind of like Blonde, right? I don't consider her that strong of a character in the Neptunia franchise, but she's powerful enough to move a game along if she has to. Hell, she's getting her own damn game.
Well, that's good. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Blonde, but
you are for one of her sisters.
I am for one of her. Rom, of course, Rom is going Rom. Rom's gonna be awesome.